Hey, how y'all doing today? Thank y'all so much for dropping by, man. I'm about to let you guys know what's going down in these gaming streets, man. So apparently the Starfield argument is back. The port begging has begun and it is kicked over into overdrive. So apparently all the fanboys in the entire gaming industry are going after Starfield now. They want Starfield now. Like, they're tired of waiting. They're tired of Xbox and Microsoft cop blocking. You know what I'm saying? Get out of the way and give them Starfield. You already announced there's no red line games. Microsoft already forced Xbox to give away all their games because they want their $70 billion back for Call of Duty, Activision, Blizzard, King deal. They bought all these unnecessary studios and can't lock down that one game. It's ridiculous to me. It's nonsense. It was just like a waste of money, you know what I'm saying, to diehard fans. Now, on the other hand, if you are a casual gamer, if you are a part of the gaming industry, this will be awesome for you because you don't care about Xbox. You don't care about what Xbox want. Hell, you don't even care about if Xbox ever existed. And this is applying to the ponies and the fanboys in the gaming industry, man, because we already know they never liked Xbox. They have been waiting on Xbox downfall, but for some odd reason Xbox just will not go away. It's like they just keep growing and growing and going and going. It's like, why won't Xbox just leave and just become the new Sega? Now apparently Xbox is trying to buy Ubisoft. Buy up the block, man. I'm talking about they dropping the bag off at everybody's studio. And because they do want to be the next big thing in the gaming industry, and this is how they're going to get the love that they've been waiting for, like stuff from like the media outlets, gaming award shows, you know, Metacritics, of course, you know, IGN, gaming news. You know what I'm saying? This is the only way that Xbox can get respect is by Play Anywhere. No red line games. Buy up the gaming industry. Send games to PS5. Apparently, if that's what the ponies and the fanboys want so bad, now they're still trying to find a little hate. It's like Xbox can't even do right when they are sending games to PS5. It's like it don't make any sense. It's like, okay, you just want to keep your channel growing off of new hate or old hate, because if there's no red line games, where is the hating coming from? That's why I'm trying to figure out. Oh, Xbox is dead. Okay, if you want them to die out, whatever. You're only gonna have Nintendo, PC, you know, and anti-consumer Sony PlayStation. That Sony is milking their own fan base. Everybody know I don't rock with Sony, but you know what I'm saying? Apparently Microsoft does. I mean, they are understandably the biggest two enemies in the gaming industry, and yet and still, Xbox is forced to give them their games. Now everybody's like, why would they do that? Well, you have the Activision Blizzard deal that apparently didn't go great. It did good, but it didn't do great. Microsoft wanted it to do great, and that would have been basically I would say the Gamepass numbers explode. Like it just took over the entire market. But apparently that it couldn't do that, they had to give it away. They had to go back, they had to double back and give away all of their AAA bangers, which is pissing off the entire industry. They don't like it, they don't rock with it, and they're like, okay, so if you're going to be giving away all of your AAA banger games, Halo, Forza, Gears, and now Starfield is all over every platform, you know. And when they get a rumor, or let's say it is, you know, an insider that have leaked the information. Apparently Sony ain't got no leakers, but only Xbox got the leakers, by the way. Nintendo ain't got none, PC ain't got none, cloud gaming ain't got none. Only Xbox is the only one that leak all their information out. and the entire gaming industry love to run with it. So if Starfield is going, so what? It ain't gonna make me no difference, because I already understand. I don't like it. I don't like Xbox being forced by Microsoft, greedy jackasses, CEOs at the top, and shareholders only care about money hungry, you know, little gremlins at the top You know what I'm saying? That's all they care about is the M's. How much? If it ain't making money, it don't make sense. They don't care about brand loyalty. They don't care about pissing off the entire gaming industry. And it has to be said. I'm part of the older generation, so I'm not good with biting my tongue. I'm not good with sparing feelings and caring about none of that. I don't care about all that. Hey, listen, if you're getting your feelings, that's on you. That's a personal problem. That's not us. Like, this stuff has to be talked about because it's not right. You know what I'm saying? It's not. And it's not right. Let me tell you why I feel like it's not right that Microsoft made that move to force everything to go. And they said no red line games. First of all, they made Uncle Phil look like a fool. I feel bad for him. You know, I still rock with him, but I don't rock with Microsoft or Sony. Because I see the scheming. I see the greediness. I see the griminess. I see the shadiness. I'm seeing through it. I'm like, okay, now if it's all about money, why did you even give them the loan? If you knew you weren't going to give them 5 to 10 years, they didn't even let them finish out this generation and just completely stomp Sony out. You didn't have to go off and be this greedy. They didn't have to do it because now you lost brand loyalty and more respect in the gaming industry. Yeah, they don't like to hear the fanboys' mouth all day long. Xbox dead, Xbox trash, Xbox garbage. They just need to die and go to the gaming graveyard next to Sega and Stadia, Google Stadia. Be Atari. Where is Atari at? You know what I'm saying? They just want Xbox to die off and just go away. And I said, no. I said, I don't agree with that. Do I like some of the moves Xbox was forced to make? No, I disagree with it because a lot of people went out, spent their hard-earned money to buy a plastic box that is being disloyal to them. They bought that box for exclusives, some type of exclusives at least. Even if you got to go back to the Xbox One days where it was just Halo, Forza, Gears. Hey, that would make some people happy. At least Sony ain't getting them. Now that they double back and said, okay, there's no red line games. Gamepass didn't do what it was supposed to do. We bought Call of Duty. It didn't go over the benchmark. It didn't surpass. It did good, but it didn't do great. What I'm saying. It's not that Call of Duty ain't still one of the top selling games in gaming history. Ain't one of the top selling games every year, every single year, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Call of Duty. That is one of my favorite shooter games. You know what I'm saying? And I do get the new generation only play Fortnite, only play Call of Duty, Warzone, Apex, Destiny, and Helldivers, and all the live service games out here. You know, everybody's chasing that Fortnite bag, and we get it. Sony messed up. Sony had to cancel, what, 12 live service games? Because everybody's chasing that Fortnite hit. Now, Sony did get one off of Helldivers, that's what they should have put all their eggs in one basket on that and just keep working on that game. And you bought Bungie to do a bunch of what? Nothing? That's why PS5 ain't got no games. Sony don't have a strategy. They are feeding off of third-party games, multi-plat games, and indie games. Everybody know that. Sony ain't got no AAA bank. They cancel factions. Where's factions, ponies? You know what I'm saying? They want to always keep roasting Xbox, but they ain't, you know, sweeping on their own front porch. They ain't seeing what's going on in their own house. And that's what's destroying gaming, because we do have to be hard on these companies. And by everybody pulling back and saying, no, it's okay. I accept no red line games. I accept play anywhere. Yeah, for the Xbox community, for the PC and cloud gaming Gamepass community, not for PlayStation and Nintendo. Do you see Super Mario Bros. Coming over to Xbox and PlayStation? Play anywhere. Play Mario anywhere. Do you see that? I rest my case. Do you see God of War going to Xbox and Nintendo? Okay, I rest my case. That's why they have red line games, to separate the boxes for the slow people in the back that rode the short bus, that apparently just can't get through their thick skull, or why we need red line games, why we need exclusive games, because it sells the boxes. It separates the boxes. It gives you something to go out there and get, so that you don't have to keep on complaining about ain't got no games. Sony ain't got none. So guess what? Microsoft is bailing them out. Sony about money, Microsoft about money. Xbox about games, PlayStation about games. They are led by greedy, grimy CEOs that don't care about the fan base. No brand loyalty whatsoever with Xbox. None. So, if you don't got brand loyalty, you don't have a fan base. So if it wasn't for Halo, Forza, and Gears is what I'm trying to say, that Microsoft, and maybe Xbox didn't have a speaker for them. See, maybe they should have had content creators like y'all, like the Xbox fan base, like the biggest Xbox community people, the podcast, to speak up for them, to say, hey, we need a stronger case because Uncle Phil can't do it by himself. We have too many yes man, like it's too many nerds or something in the gaming industry that don't have a backbone. You know, that's why we got so many woke activists in the gaming industry now. Why do you think Microsoft and Xbox got to go buy Ubisoft to bail them out? Because Xbox really don't want Ubisoft to die out. They're like, oh, Assassin's Creed? No more Assassin's Creed, you know, no more Divisions, no more, you know, Rainbow Six or no more Ghost of Recon, and, you know, the Crew. All that stuff is finna die out because they had to go woke because everybody was trying to get a bailout from Sweet Baby Inc. How did woke activists get in the gaming industry, y'all? Because of greed, money. They knew Sony was greedy. They knew Microsoft was greedy. But now that we got a new administration that don't play that woke garbage, trash, hot garbage, look how woke Spider-Man 2 is, bro. I completely deleted Spider-Man remake or whatever. The remake station on PC. I was playing, bro, I seen so many pride flags. The game is just woke up. It's woked up. It's all the way woked up. And it's to the point where it's just like uncomfortable. If you are Christian, if you are a straight person and you just don't believe in that, it's not that you personally have a problem with anybody. That's what these activists take the truth and they try to make it bad. That's what the devil do. He come to steal, kill, and destroy. He come to turn everything good bad and everything bad good and confuse the gaming industry. And now we can't focus on gaming. That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm tired of the woke trash. Then that's why Ubisoft got to get bailed out. That's crazy. And it's just a shame, man, that we got to see this happen in 4K right before our eyes. You know, like to see, you know, Xbox having to go multi-plat, all these big AAA banger studios dying out. You know what I'm saying? Ubisoft having trouble. Like, where did we go wrong at in the gaming industry? To where you got to go beg Sweet Baby Inc. woke activists for money. This is crazy. Who moved the benchmark up that told everybody they need to compete with Sony story-driven walking simulators, cinematic walking simulator games? We didn't have to go that route. Everybody trying new things to try to compete and knock the other one off the top of the mountain. That's why everybody trying to knock Fortnite off the mountain and end up going woke. Like, that's how do you you try to aim for God of War, Uncharted of the world that moved up the mark to start charging 100 million for a game, 200 million, 300, 400 million. Then they went to building games like Concord flopping because they need the money to compete with Fortnite. And who was behind the greed? Who was behind all that? That evilness, the woke activists. They had the bag. They wanted to get in the industry to push their agenda. So that's why Ubisoft is going down. And then there's some more things I heard about. Activision was doing some crazy grimy stuff in there. You know, a lot of assault and battery. You know, a lot of assaulting going on. You know, little freaky things going on at Ubisoft too. And now all of it come out. Now how did all this stuff get covered up for this long? Who was behind that to cover that up? And now it's all coming out. And Ubisoft are lying about their numbers, about how much bag they're making, how much money they're making. Like they're doing so good, they're topping the charts. How do you lie to your investors? How did they not catch that? Like, what, they couldn't pay them? It was like, hey, listen, I will gladly pay you next week on Tuesday. and the shareholders are like, wait a minute, you are Ubisoft. You're one of the biggest publishers out there, making billions, right? Millions and billions of dollars. What do you mean you're broke or you're going broke? You have to sell out the company. Okay, now Clash action lawsuits are coming out now, because now the woke activists that work at the company can't pay nobody off, because now they got to go get money for Sweet Baby Inc. Sweet Baby Inc. probably want their money back, because they're like, hey, you told us you were just gonna make the game woke, and now you're not gonna be able to play with Yasuke and Assassin's Creed anymore. What the hell happened? What happened? What happened, Ubisoft? You had to double back? Yeah. The last woke administration got out of office. Now what's wrong? We need to know some answers, because you're going under, and we need to get this out of the gaming industry so we can focus on the old retro game. You know, the 90s and the early 2000s. Yeah, we need to get back to the Xbox 360 days, in the golden age of gaming. That's what we need. The Halo 4s of Gears for real. Those days. You know what I'm saying? We need to get back to like the Jackson Dexters, and you know what I'm saying, with the first God of War 3s and stuff like that. Uncharted of the world, where gaming was fun and it wasn't all about a big budget. Like that doesn't describe making a good game. See, just because you spend a top dollar to make big budget games, and you're going to get all this woke money from all these woke activists like Sweet Baby Inc. to make the game woke and trash, and woke up Spider-Man, even though they stole Spider-Man away from Xbox, which that's why I say Microsoft need the taste slapped out their mouth for forcing, you know, Xbox to give your games to your competitor, and your competitor stole away one of the biggest AAA banger superhero games. Now back to what I was saying. You don't have to spend top dollar, you know, just because you spend 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, doesn't mean it's going to be a good AAA banger. Some of those games flop as well. You know what I'm saying? So just because you go and sell your soul for a few extra million, whether it's 50 million, 100 million, 200, 300, 400 million, you can end up with a Concord. And let this be a lesson to Ubisoft. Let this be a valuable lesson to them. Oh my goodness, bro. If they ever dig themselves out of this hole, if Xbox ever dig themselves out of this hole where they can get back to making exclusive games from the next 5 to 10 years from now, don't ever take another loan from Microsoft. Don't ever do that, bro. You sold your soul. Like, these people are money hungry. You built the platform. You have shareholders and stocks and shareholders in both divisions. Right? So you have Microsoft have deals they made, and you got deals that Xbox made. These are two different people, but they took a loan from the boss, and their shareholders is in big tech. We are in gaming. So if we're in gaming, they don't understand us. They can't rock with us. They can't vibe with us. You took money from the boss. Okay, you have your own thing going in gaming. You should never want to go buy Call of Duty anyways. That was a bad idea when you couldn't lock Call of Duty down. That deal should have died for real. Remember they said, oh, the Call of Duty, Sony finally blocked the Call of Duty Activision Blizzard deal, and they couldn't lock it down. They still had to go multi-plat with Call of Duty. I would have just let that go and went and bought GTA. Plain and simple, because we all know GTA got a massive fan base. So Call of Duty or GTA, don't know if the regulators or the FTC and CMA would have had to get involved in that. I really don't know. Maybe not. I would have to go back and look into that, but I don't think it would have made a big splash or big deal as Call of Duty, you know. So I think I'm gonna leave it right there. I just want to make my point on all of the Sony fanboys crying by Starfield again, and the Ubisoft deal had to go woke, because when you go woke, you go broke. Okay, and hopefully, if Xbox dig themselves out of this hole with no red line games for the next 5 to 10 years, please don't take no more money from Microsoft, bro. Y'all are two totally different divisions. They are big tech. You are in the gaming division. You know they don't understand you, Uncle Phil. You know that. Come on, bro. You know they don't understand your vision. That's why they had to go and get you in the first place. You had to bail Microsoft gaming division out because you were the only one that knew how to do it. You were the brains of the operation. Now you're gonna have to double back and be the brains of the operation again to have some exclusives. Okay, you're gonna have to do something huge to win brand loyalty back within the next 5 to 10 years. Hopefully they will listen to some of us and say, okay, and somebody at Microsoft or the top up there at Xbox division wake up, and not have a brain the size of a peanut and say, okay, yeah, we're gonna need at least 3 to 4 exclusive games. We can't send everything over to PlayStation, bro. We can't port everything over. That's just not gonna be approved by the gaming industry. Like, even some people probably in the gaming media are probably scratching their head like, what the hell is Xbox doing? And everybody miss the fact that you have two companies together that actually Microsoft can actually sell off Xbox if they wanted to, because that's a brand in itself. That's a platform. So it's like Netflix. If Netflix want to just sell their self off to somebody, to Apple, they probably could. You know what I'm saying? Or Google. They say, hey, we don't really want to spend all of our own money to make stuff anymore. Hey, let's partner with somebody. Let Xbox partner with Apple so they can bring some exclusivity back to the gaming industry and actually have a dog fight. Or Sony go team up with Apple, with PlayStation. And you know what I'm saying? And stop, sharing games and say, hey, do your own thing, bro. Stop being a leech, Sony. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a freeloader. I'm gonna start calling them out because it's freeloading, bro. You ain't even really rightfully, you're actually stealing from your own fan base off of multi-plat games, bro. Like, come on. Let's get back to the dog fight, bro. This is whack, bro. Everybody around the campfire, but this trash, bro. I'm sorry. I don't like no red line games, everything. This is garbage to me because I'm old school. I don't like that, bro. If I'm watching a boxing match and right before the boxer hit the other boxer, he throw in the towel and say, no, I don't want to fight you, bro. Bring it in. Give me a hug, bro. I just want to, what I'm saying? Give you a hug, dap you up. All right, match is over. So we spent top dollar for these front row seats for you to come hug this man. This trash, bro. It's garbage. I don't like it. Let's get back, to the dog fight. Let's get back to the console war. That was way more funner than this garbage. Whatever Xbox plan came up with was forced by Microsoft, bro. For real.